Right now, more than 50 million Americans remain under winter weather alerts, and there are more than 3,100 flights delayed within or out of the U.S. and over 500 cancellations. All of this coming off of the heels of more than 1,600 flights being canceled on Saturday night. Now, Chicago is getting hit hard, as we mentioned. The Windy City seeing several inches of snow as that system now moves towards the East Coast. We're getting ready for it. NewsNation's Marcus Espinoza joins us live once again from Newark Liberty Airport. All right, Marcus, things there yesterday seemed kind of calm. What's it like today?
Hey, Laura, yeah, good morning. Here's the thing. The fact that earlier today it was much busier. We got a bit of a calm, bit of a lull right now at Newark Terminal A at this particular airport. TSA security checkpoint line going to be screening some 3 million people today. Here is going so far so good. It was at 5 minutes, but it quite literally just jumped up to 10 minutes here. I just looked at that before we went on air. So a little bit of a wait building up here at Newark International Airport as folks try to get home. It's the busiest travel day of this particular weekend here. Again, TSA move through security. They also say 81 million Americans are traveling for the holiday this year, the most we have seen. 3.3 million seats scheduled to fly today alone. So it's going to be the most crowded air travel day of this particular year. All of this colliding with a major winter storm system. Snow and ice from the Midwest are moving east, already causing thousands of delays. More than 1,400 cancellations yesterday. That's huge for the cancellation number. And then now we are trying to look forward to today. So the latest numbers, you mentioned it there, near or above 3,000 delays, and then those cancellations above 500. They've been climbing pretty steadily throughout the day. Of the 3.3 million seats that are filled today, 6 million domestic flyers expected to fly over the holiday weekend. That's a 2% increase from last year, Laura, but that's not the only thing as far as weather affecting delays, and I'm sure you're going to ask me about that, right?
Well, of course, because we've got the staffing shortages. And then, of course, the mandatory updates, the A320s have impacted today's travel. I mean, when I saw that list, I thought, my goodness, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people impacted by this.
Right. Yeah, so it's kind of one after another right now for travelers. They have the government shut down, and then, of course, Thanksgiving, which is always a mess with the amount of people traveling, and then the air traffic controller and staffing issues. So on the staffing front there, some airports had to issue ground stops, even temporarily or for a short period of time there, just to give them some space to allow those flights to go in and out. So that has taken place across the country. That is, of course, added to delays and cancellations. And then the Airbus issue, that's a software issue that they're trying to get fixed across those planes at this point right now. Those planes that have to get it replaced, that's a couple hour-long ordeal for them. So they're out of service, out of commission for a while, and then have to get put back into that rotation. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says it's not a major delay to the entire system there, but it's just another thing to look out for if you're flying this particular weekend, especially today. We saw a lot of folks come in early this morning, before those 9 a.m. flights, I think, trying to beat that rush or trying to get ahead of that weather that is heading our way. I know my mom reached out to me about the snow in Ohio, so definitely dealing with that right now. Our best advice, get here early, like our Disney friends yesterday.
Right.
And then, of course, check your apps as well.
Yes, I mean, I always try, when I go east to west, I always try for that 6 a.m., 7 a.m. flight to get ahead of it because, you know, once the delays start, it's like a domino effect. So you've met some very smart people along the way. You included Marcus Espinoza. Thank you very much. We'll check in with you next hour.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.